Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hand of Fate. Some very dramatic music that it did for me right there.
Another round, and our game truly begins.
So I haven't gotten any of the feedback yet. I'm recording the same day I released the last one. So please feel free to give me feedback. It's still incoming. And we are going to start the Queen of Dust. So, curses, moneybags, in combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. Interesting. So having a lot of gold makes you slower. There are 3 rock falls and 3 good fortunes.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Huh. Sorry, as I said, I'm going to always be quiet when he starts speaking. So let's look at... We can add weapons. Oh, this is just equipment. So... Consuming shame... I don't remember what it is. Oh. So, anything that's new, I'm going to add. Oh, our deck is one too many. I'm not getting hit that much, so I'm going to pass on that. Then I'll remove 1 sword as well, because these are all 3 good weapons. Alright, I'm content with this deck. Then we go to the encounters. What's this in the middle? Welcome to the wildcard update for Hand of Fate. This update adds different fates that you can select in order to change the way the game plays. Okay, so default mode. We're stronger. So if you go apprentice, it's easy mode. Enemies are weaker. Some achievements cannot be unlocked. Warlord, faster. Player moves and attacks faster. Enemies move and attack faster. You inflict more damage. Your counterattacks do more damage. Bandits now have throwing weapons. Interesting. Deck changes. Warlord 1, Rooms of the Temple, Forgotten God, Lord of Desolate Wasteland. There's 1 food cards and 3 gold cards, and lose 30% of your gold cards. Interesting. Soldier's Training. Chance card events are more difficult. These are cool. We'll explore more of these later. I'll leave that where it is. Alright, so challenges. Anything that's new, I'm willing to add. Alright. So what can we then take out? We haven't run into any of these. Alright, the river. I wasn't a fan of the river. Both of these are ambushes. I'm not against that. We'll take out the 2 that we added extra ones in. Not sure why that one's locked.
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. That's new. That's new based on other stuff. Sure. I mean, I don't mind those because the combat hasn't proven itself particularly difficult. I'm going to remove these 2. They've got special symbols. I have a feeling that they'll unlock more, but we'll stick with this for now. Alright, cool, I think we're ready to go.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
Money, the rockfall, the gold, traveler, and the tinkerer. We don't get to add those, so. Alright.
I've added some cards to spice up the game. In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
I can't express how much I love this game. Oh man, a Twisted Canyon. Yeah, I'll climb down to retrieve the weapon. I would like something better than my current axe. Once again, I'm going to try tracking the top card. I think it was a success.
Select your desire.
So we climb down to retrieve the weapon. Desperate measures. Beautiful.
As pleases you.
And on to the next card. The Helpful Priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
So we can earn a token. You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Ooh. Sure. Ooh, success, success, and huge success. Okay, it wasn't the top card. I don't know. Damn. I was thinking about going one more over. He says a few words in the language of the old religion and gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw a blessing card. The card's token is now yours. Any hit on the player during combat has a chance of
remain always
poisoning the
active
attacker.
and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
So now I need to be really efficient about my food gain.
This better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
You found a friendly trader willing to let you ride in his wagon.
This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Hey, we've already seen this one. I'm gonna try something different. Ooh.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
So we get to draw a shield card. Just a normal shield, that's okay. So the better option is to ask him what he needs. Alright, we do not have very much gold. But I might as well approach the shop. I'm just gonna be sad because I can't afford anything. I did skip it that time. I would have liked the plunderer's cap. Yeah, I could sell desperate measures. Yeah, I can't get to the money required. I will buy some food though. $6 for one food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
I'm not ridiculously happy about that, but we're running low on food. I don't think that blessing was worth it. There might be blessings that are, and I'll probably still experiment. Oh, maiden, I need supplies.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
Desperately needed that food. Oh, beautiful. So I could have gotten gold from that. These up the stairs, of course.
One more step down, and
had
you
I
will see
not.
the end of this, or another set of stairs. You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
I think he's said everything unique thus far. 2 of dust. I can handle this. It's the 2 of dust. Let's do it! So if you hit the green, basically every single time I see the green I'm trying to hit Y, and usually it causes you to do a really fast counter. Like, you move faster than you should be able to, I feel like. But that's okay. 25 gold! So now we will be moving slower in combat. Ooh, treasure chest.
A treasure chest? What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
I love this guy. While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of the hall. Hell yeah, we're approaching it. Oh my. Damn. Suddenly you hear a click. Oh my. Of course I'm going to attempt to escape the gas. Random is random. I'm closing my eyes. Yes! You dive through the billowing cloud to reach the other side safely. You approach the treasure chest.
Win this and claim my token.
Ooh, the treasure chest looks battered, but still intact. What treasure might it hold? Hell yeah, I'm attempting to open it. I've come this far. This double shuffle means I can't follow the top. Ah! Well, so sad. 1 in 4 chance. Indecent arrival.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
Ooh, yep, red token, just like the bottom of the card. Okay, I like the symbology that they've added. This definitely wasn't in the original one. You are minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the door, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is his time, then it must be done. I will surely follow. You follow the masked men outside. Immediately you are confronted by a large crowd, all wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsider witness what we are about here. I know this may look like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles, so I ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light into the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into a forest. You catch up with them, and to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers, and he already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by the bonds of rope. I would interrupt. You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. The leader eventually speaks above the crowd. If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. Ooh. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very significant differences. The crowd of onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerges foul hell beasts. 4 of hell? Okay, I'm a bit intimidated. I'm more than a bit intimidated. Oh, I don't even get to see them before I run towards them. So luckily I managed to get out of the red one's way. That counterattack, though, very important. Oh, nice. So these guys have a lot of health. And that hurt. 36 damage I took. After you destroy the last Hellbeast, the portal stirs back to life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex before being deposited back in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. This card's token
Take the token.
is now yours.
It is yours.
So it's like there's side quests here. So as I move, I gain 6 health for eating, for recovering. Ooh, this is bad.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
I don't really know if that worked, because I followed the top card. You dodge the rocks by ducking into a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge the climb and around the rockfall. You hear a voice from somewhere above. Did I hit him? I climb up and attack. 5 of dust. I can handle 5. I'm hoping for gains cards here. Basically, if you ever see green, unless you're far away, you want to use it. Because the counterattack is particularly useful. I have inhuman speed. And wrecked. I wish I could loot all their bodies for all their stuff and sell it. 2 equipment cards. Medium armor.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations?
Yeah, we'll
Armor
equip the medium
protects
armor.
you from damage. The best armor, of course,
Ooh.
does so much more.
So yes, they're both defense medium, and this one, when I get hit, I get cooldowns back faster. Hopefully we don't have to backtrack too far. Well, we found the Queen of Dust.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise.
Let's see
You
if we
may
can do
win
this.
this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
Not much. We haven't gained much because we start over every time. So, only 2 of dust with her? I'm feeling pretty good about this. I hope. Okay, I'm not liking that. I'm gonna be dodge rolling a lot, I feel. Okay. Alright, so the answer is to get away from her when she does that. Okay, I need to do that. I could have counted that one. Oh, I got her. Nice. That was a little rough, but we did it. Nice.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
I do like all his unique dialogue. Stronger counterattacks. Increased stun, so that's if I hit B when I've got a shield. My starting equipment has been upgraded. Bandits are stronger, skeletons are stronger, and bandits throw knives. So that is our first reward.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Alright, for dealing with the Helpful Priest, we get a 15-point health gain, a Healer's Ring, and Charity, which is the new card that will probably take the place of the Priest. For venturing into the Underworld, I receive Alicia in the Underworld. Or Alicia. For the Bandit Queen, we get Jack of Plague. I believe that's our next challenge. Asleep in the Forest, Field of Poppies, and Battle at Brooktop. Also, Fleet Cuffs, Armor of Cold, and Huge Hammer. Very nondescript, that huge hammer.
Play again.
So, that was only 20 minutes. So sure, I'll
Do you
play
have
again.
what it takes to defeat the rats?
This is where we were when I started. Or when I restarted, I should say. Alright, twice the fail. The player loses 5 gold for every fail and 10 gold for every huge failure chance card. So, I don't want to do that. I don't want to accidentally fail.
The rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
I want to try the new stuff. Still need 3 more. It's another good damage dealer. And then, sure, I'll put in the chains of range. I'll put those back in. For the encounters, I want to add all the new ones. And I actually have enough room to add all the new ones. Are there any of these that I want to take out? Because I could take some out. I think I'll not. We'll just leave it like this. It's simpler this way. Let us begin.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
Oh wow. This is probably going to be a much longer adventure. I imagine it will be a much longer adventure. And why is some of the stuff red on the Two of Dust and those? Is that to indicate that they're harder? Well, let's get going. Oh man. I hate you, priest, but I will do it. For a chance of huge success.
Choose from these
Okay, this was the
options.
top card both times. Oh man, I think I can follow cards. He speaks in the language of the old religion for several minutes and then gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw 2 blessing cards. Arcane Knowledge. Whenever I use an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldown time by 80%. So basically, we can almost always use 2 right in a row. Any kill made using an axe grants me 3 health.
I will have to rebalance that next time.
The maiden. God, do I ask for food? Ooh, I can ask to be blessed. I'm gonna ask for gold. 15. 3, damn. 15. Okay. The reason I did that is because if we find a shop... Well, hey, I'm gonna find a weapon right here. Maybe. I'm gonna be trying to watch the top card. Okay, the second one is the failure. Oh, you totally can. I don't know if I like that or not. Frostfang. Each slow... Ooh, ice. Equipment with this trait is imbued with glacial power. Lizardmen are especially susceptible to ice damage. I don't think there are any lizardmen here. Each hit slows the target with cold. Press left bumper to shoot a cone of ice. Yes. So I won't get the health from the blessing, but a cone of ice... Forest escape.
Roaming ever forward.
Why is that
hunting
not
for
the
the
stairs? Interesting.
Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
I chose to go this path because I won't have to backtrack as much. While sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing towards you. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling that it means no harm. The voice is weak and distant. You forget me already, as this place already corrupted you so. Fine, I'll lower my weapon. I should not be here. I fear his servants already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes seem achingly familiar. Please come home soon. You blink, and the ghost is gone. At your feet is a bag of food. I get a food gain card, and the card token is now yours. Ew. Only 1. Well, we get the token, but that basically doesn't... That pays for us traveling back. I think we start losing health when we run out of food. Field of Poppies. This is another new one.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget, and also recall.
He said poppy. I thought he said puppy at first. You wander among a field of poppies. Too late you realize that the poppies are making you sleepy. Oh, son of a bitch. Asleep in the forest.
Spirits roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than they've ever been.
A health gain card is not what I need.
A little extra health, but it is only a momentary respite.
The landlocked lubber.
We play for a token now.
It's one of these red triangles. The door to the landlocked lubber opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or God forbid, smelled the kraken? What is a kraken? The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns, and scent of the kraken. After which you learn his name is Carlo, and in years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns this inn and stays as far away from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home. This guard's token is now yours. I presume that will unlock our ability to go there and check it out. I am very low on food. Call for the priest. This is not going to be good. Well, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be bad, though. In a shady grove off a beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking for trade and wandering adventurers. I will approach the shop. This is going to be something I have to do. Let's buy blessings. Critical strike. Interesting. Undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves. And none of these I can buy. Not even close. But I don't think I'd want any of those either. What do I have to sell even? I have an axe. This is the axe that I start with now. Yeah, I'll sell it. We've got Frostfang. $18 for 5 food? Yep. I think it's worth it. And I think that's it. Yeah, I could remove my curse of losing gold for failing, but it's probably going to cost me just as much as it'll cost me over the course of the game. Oh my god, we have to go all the way back. So we've seen this. Nice. I get a mace.
Perfect for bludgeoning the undead. Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm not going to use it. I want to try the Cone of Cold. Anywhere that I'm going to be able to buy stuff, I'm going to be able to sell stuff, so...
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
Yep, I lose 9
The
health.
deeper you go, the greater the risk of starvation.
Yep, so this is
What
bad.
brings you to play the game?
Oh, I should have bought more food. I'm a dummy.
I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
I'm not particularly silent. The White Council.
Again, a token is at stake.
As dusk settles, you arrive at a small village known as Lesser Dimsgate. The locals are gathered at a shabby-looking inn. Something must be done, shouts a voice, raised in anger. They took all our gold and food, one peasant wails. Will nobody stand up to them? I'll offer to help. They went that way, not an hour ago. You easily catch up with the band of ruffians. They seem overly confident and are in no rush. As you approach, the one who seems to be their leader notices you. Kill him, he commands, gesturing towards you. He looks like a troublemaker. I think they all look like troublemakers. How are they not all dead? See, there are red marks in the corners, and I don't know what that means. But let's do some killing. Oh man, that sword looks awesome.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Okay, so I can't... Good, done. Okay, so the Cone of Cold isn't really as impressive as I had thought. And now we're getting really dangerously low. You gather stolen supplies and return them to the villagers. Those bandits will trouble you no longer. Oh, they weren't bandits, the child explains. They worked for the White Council. It was our turn to give tribute. Heh, 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 heh. Yep, we get a token because it's going to cause us trouble in the future. Ratmen hunting.
Now you begin to trespass upon the Ratmen's hunting grounds.
You stumble upon a Ratman hunting party, prepare to defend yourself. 4 of Plague. Okay, I need to not take a bunch of damage, and I need to hopefully get Gaines cards that are food. Because I'll start healing if I have food, if you remember.
Plague by name and plague by nature. The rats leave behind a deadly toxin.
Ow, those throwing knives, they don't give me warning. Done. Okay. If I do not get food, I am dead. It is that simple. I'm at 7 health. Yeah, this got rough really fast and suddenly. 1 food gain card. Okay. I'm not dead yet. Oh yeah, that's 6 health. Oh god, and an angry mob. What's this gonna do?
So quick to anger. That's what makes them a mob, really.
As you approach the small town of Witchburn, an angry mob of peasants marches forth and confronts you. The Ratmen have eaten all our food. We're starving. We demand food. I'll give them half my food. Okay, well, they didn't hurt me.
Once the Ratmen begin to creep towards the edge of the town, anger follows shortly behind.
I can't give them half my food, so I try to avoid them. I think this was a bad choice, but waves of magical cold sweep over the crowd as you unleash your Theurgy? Stunned and freezing, the peasants can do little and watch your rapidly retreating form. Oh, what? No! This is bad. Charity!
Ah, the wandering mendicant.
You encounter a priest wandering along the road.
Move beyond
if I don't
poverty,
get food, I'm
religion,
dead.
And charity.
Yep, I'm dead.
What an ignominious way to go. I do hope you find something to eat soon. And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again.
Oh, I still
For
get the
slaughter,
token.
your reward.
Showing the ghost your mercy, you receive a sleep at the inn. So we still get to open the token. Nice. So we get the Smuggler's Wharf, as I expected. And probably White Council too. Yep. And that is how the game goes, I suppose. So yeah, so giving away half our food for the blessings at the start is a mistake. This is the second time that happened. I thought I could get away with it, and then I asked for gold, and I didn't get. I was really hoping to run into some place to buy more like the helm that let me look at 2 things. That's kind of what I wanted. So for better or worse, that happened. I really should have bought food on my second time back past the trader. I really should have. It was my own mistake, and it definitely cost me there. I would have had maybe 5 more food, which would have been 2 more food because I would have. I don't know. It would have been different numbers, and I would have had to change my thought. I didn't realize that running away, I'd have to leave the card. Oh well, that's kind of how that works. But you live and you learn. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please give me feedback. I'm definitely curious to know what you guys think of this game. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you want to see me playing it more, all that jazz. But yeah, I'll be waiting for that feedback. And other than that, I will see you next time.